Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going for the OCA strike against some unknown airfield in the North Korea. But before I do that, I'm sitting on a ramp, so I will do a ramp start in this Aeyes cockpit for the first time. But I will follow this time. I will follow this checklist, which is on my right knee pad. So let's see what's here. That's the layout. Okay. Pre-startup procedures. So parking brake on and main electricity switch to main. 2 clicks, 1 click. Okay. I will do like 2 steps simultaneously all the time, just to reduce the necessity to move up down with my head. We have what's the clock? We have 2 o'clock in the night, so let's go for this night mission. So parking brake on and main electricity switch on. Parking brake, main electricity. Okay, that's it. External lights on. Master switch norm. Master norm. Anti-collisions steady. Okay, that should put on the external lights. Okay, I can see them already. We have plenty of time. Number 2 is already running, but we have enough time to go through this procedure very slowly. Anti-collision lights on. Positive switches to flash and brightness. Okay, position switches to flash and brightness. So anti-collision is already on. I've put like everything anti-collision, position, and to the BRT or brightness up. So that's the first part, the pre-startup procedure. Let's go with this fuel and air to engine. So master fuel switch on and engine feed to normal. So master on, engine feed to normal. Second point, air source norm and close the canopy. Air source, it's here. And close the canopy. Okay, it was opened. It was closed already. So let's close it up. Maybe the procedure in the rain is different than the procedure without the raining. Click on yellow spider at the left side. Okay. Throttle set the idle. Okay, I have it. JFS switch on. So that's this jet fuel switch to on. It's running. Now let's wait for the revolutions per minute to come up to the 20%. It's this couch here. So let's wait for 20%. Okay, that should do that. Throttle to 50 and click idle detent. Okay, so I'm gonna put the throttle to 50. And now let's press this button here. And the engine is starting. Okay. Revolutions are nicely increasing. By the way, still seat is still not armed. I'm using the seat or arming the seat before I start the engine, just because when it catches fire, you can eject already on the ramp. These Martin Baker seats in the F-16 are capable to save you in the 0 altitude and 0 speed, so you can basically eject right now. So that's why I'm using like this throttle to 70%. If RPM is at 60, throttle back to idle. Okay, I can't do that. My throttle is already at idle, so that was the first page. The second page is the fire control computer and the storage management system to on, which is here. Fire control computer, storage management system. I will switch on the MFDs or the multifunctional displays as well. I don't know what this UFC stands for. It's like some fighting federation. At the moment, so UFC GPS on, DL on, map to on, instrument landing system or inertial navigation system to norm, GPS DL map on. Okay, so that's all from this electronics. Now we should set up this on the next to my right hand, left hardpoint to on, right hardpoint to on. So electricity is in the hardpoints already. FCR on, radar altitude to standby. Okay, that's it. Head-up display brightness, turn off, turn on. Okay, so that's just the brightness. Okay, make it like so. Set volume. Comms 1, comms 2, MSL and thread as well. That's here, so COM1, COM2, MSL and thread. Okay, that's it. From this page, let's jump to the countermeasures. RWR system power on, shafts release power on. So RWR on, shafts on. There should be also flare on. Shafts, early warning jammer, early warning radar warning receiver, fires release. Okay, I'm gonna do all this jammer. Okay, that's it. Select program according to threads, select mode to semi. I'm using the manual mode all the time and using the program for the countermeasures. So ejection seat arm is just right now, so let's arm the ejection seat. Landing lights on. Nose wheel steering enable. Okay, enabled. Initiating taxi and takeoff, set ins align to navigation, set radar altimeter to on, set parking brake off, taxi to runway and take off according to ATC commands. Okay, I will do these steps without any problems. I'm gonna keep it here. I need to wait for the inertial navigation system to be completely aligned. It's counting to from 0 to, let's say, 8.6 until it's calibrated, so I need to wait a little bit longer with that. Okay, engine is responding. A couple of aircrafts are already returning from the previous mission. Just when I go through this mission very quickly, so there is the, I'm sitting in Lobo 7 flight, so my call sign is Lobo 7-1. I will be responsible for the OCA strike. There is also the TARCAP Smoke 3 flight, which is consisting of F-Force, so the Phantoms will be protecting us. And there is also the Amber 1 flight, which is the BDA. He will basically is the U2 aircraft, U2 Dragon Lady, which will be basically doing the photographs after we attack the airfield. For the airfield itself, I'm carrying 6 Durandals under my. Let's just show it from the external view. So under my inner pylons, I'm carrying 6 Durandals. On the second pylon, I'm carrying the Mark 84s. and on the wingtips and the last hard points I'm carrying the AMRAAM's C4 variant for some air-to-air defense. Okay, another one is taxiing here. The airfield is quite far away, so I'd like to save as much fuel as possible. By the moment I need to switch, look down a little bit. Okay, that's it. The takeoff time should be steer point, according to steer point, at 3 o'clock 22 minutes. I don't see the time yet. I need to watch this. So I still have like 10 minutes, or let's say 12 minutes to wait until the takeoff slot. But I will take off like much earlier than I should do, just because I don't want to burn that much fuel here on the ground. So once my INS is aligned, I'll be doing some other setup after that, and I'll be going for the takeoff anyway. So maybe let's set up the timer a little bit. .5. It's usually happening at 8.6. Okay, it's ready already. Interesting that we will be taking off from the opposite direction, so I need to pay attention to the radio messages. Okay, let's switch this INS to navigation, so I'm ready. Let's switch to steer point number 2. Radar ready. Let's set up the weapons as well. Already I can do it right here, right now. So I'll be dropping all the bombs in the CCIP mode in singles. Let's set up the bingo as well for 7100, just to know when my fuel tank will be empty. Okay, it's 3:11, so I can slowly go for the taxi. So let's release the parking brake off. Radar altimeter to on, like so. Parking brake off already, align set, and let's go for the ATC commands. So request taxi.
Lobo 71, request taxi. Lobo 71, taxi, runway 20 right, hold short, contact departure.
Okay, 20 right, it's
Lobo 72, taxi,
it's from the left side.
Right, hold short, contact departure. Lobo 73, request taxi. Lobo 73, taxi, runway 20 right, hold short, contact departure. Lobo 74, request taxi. Lobo 74, taxi, runway 20 right, hold short, contact departure.
Very interesting that we are going to take off from 20 right. I was expecting the other way to take off, like 020. Just by watching the other aircraft taking off and landing. Look at this. So I believe taking off opposite of them. Is it right? Okay, let's check the numbers on the runway. But if I'm now like 100, if I turn right, I'll be at 200 almost. And also the symbols here next to the runway, they tell me like it's like 20 right here, forward, and back if you want to go for 02 left. Is the other like opposite way. And if I look from the outside, you can see 20 right on this runway. So I'm in the correct position. Let's go for the takeoff now.
Lobo 7-1, request clearance for departure. Lobo 7-1, Aeyes Tower, position and hold, runway 20 right.
Lobo 7-1, copy, position and hold, runway 20 right. So double check with the ATC. I'm on the correct end of the runway. I don't want to cause any collisions or ATC protocol violations here. So hopefully everything's like correct now. Very confusing for me, I have to say. Okay, Lobo 7-1, positioned and hold.
Lobo 7-1, Aeyes Tower, you're cleared for takeoff, runway 20 right, depart heading 245.
Lobo 7-1, copy, cleared for takeoff, runway 20 right, depart heading 245. Okay, so I'll be turning right after the takeoff. Hopefully nothing's going into me.
Lobo 7-2, Aeyes Tower, you're cleared for takeoff, runway 20 right, depart heading 245.
Altitude,
Lobo
altitude,
7-3, Aeyes
altitude,
Tower, position and hold,
altitude,
runway 20 right.
altitude, altitude.
Okay, I'm gonna cut off the afterburner as soon as possible, just to save as much fuel as possible. This flight will be long enough. So 245.
Lobo 7-1, Aeyes departure, resume on navigation.
Lobo 7-1, copy.
7-3, Aeyes Tower,
Resuming
you're
on
cleared for
navigation.
takeoff, runway 20 right, depart heading 245. 2, airborne. Lobo 7-4, Aeyes Tower, position and hold, runway 20 right.
Okay, let's turn into the steer point number 2,
Lobo 7-2,
which is
Aeyes
124
departure,
miles
resume on
in
navigation.
front of me.
Lobo 7-4, Aeyes Tower, you're cleared for takeoff, runway
As I said, this
20
will be
right, depart heading
quite a long
245.
journey, so I'll use the time compression during this flight quite massively. Okay, that's it. That's the proper direction.
Three, airborne. 4, airborne. Lobo 7-3, Aeyes departure, resume on navigation.
Okay, 7-3 is
Lobo
following me,
7-4, Aeyes departure, resume on navigation.
and 7-4 also following me. Let's go for the element commands first.
Lobo 7, rejoin formation. Lobo 7-2, on my way. 3, 4.
Okay. We don't have jammers under the central line pylon, so I'm not going to tell them to use the music or turn the music on, so we'll be flying without the jammers. Probably we won't be needing them anymore. If I do remember it correctly, this cloud layer is quite massive, so I expect to be in it until the 15,000 feet at least. Which means that also the bombing might be quite difficult. The target might be well covered by the, okay, it's 11,000 or 12,000 and I'm already out of these clouds. So definitely the CCIP drop will be quite difficult just because of the rain and very poor and limited visibility. Okay. Let's switch the lights off. Master arm on. And I'm ready for the flight. Let's check the situation around me.
Chalice 3, Lobo 7-1, request vector to threat. Lobo 7, Chalice 3, things are quiet right now.
Okay. Let's continue my climb, but let's reduce the angle of attack just to gain some speed. Okay, 90 miles over to the steer point 2. I don't expect any mix to be
4 in position.
operating
2 in position.
around my road. Okay, steer point number 2 is somewhere below me.
Sunrise.
Slowly but steadily, 40 miles to it. Okay, fuel warning, so that means that my external fuel tank should be empty. Let's jettison it already. I'm always like checking. You might ask why I like looking to the right. So I've selected the tank, 300-gallon tank under my belly, and I'm switching my view to this fuel gauge just to see whether when I drop the fuel tank, just to check this needle whether it's like already on the 0, and when I drop the fuel tank whether these numbers won't be like somehow updated, and I will know that there still was some fuel inside the fuel tank. So if I drop it now and there is still like 7,000, I'm pretty sure that that's okay. So let's go back here. Let's set up the bingo for, let's say, 2,500, just to be warned again. And in this case, I will know that my fuel amount is really low and I should return back to base. I can see a couple of aircrafts flying down below. Like this. Okay, so beautiful night here. So let's switch to steer point number 3, which is 85 miles. Let's check the situation. I'm closing to the front line.
Request vector to threat. Lobo 7 Chalice 3. Things are quiet right now.
You can see the front line basically on my HSD display. This thick line basically here, or thin line I should say. This is like more thicker. So this thin red line or grayish line is the float or the front line basically between me and the enemies. Let's use the time compression. Someone is flying around me still. Okay, 44 miles to the steer point number 3. Let's switch to steer point number 4, which is the IP point already. Let's turn left onto it. That should bring me nicely to the runway, or at least the runway orientation, align me with it. When I turn right to the steer point number 5, I should be aligned perfectly with the runway. Okay. So master arm is on. Let's lastly check the aircrafts around me, and let's try to descend already.
Lobo 7 Chalice 3. Things are quiet right now.
Just because I can't bomb from 25,000 feet, definitely, so need to reduce my altitude. Ideally, if I can get myself below this cloud layer, I don't know what's the base level of these clouds. Okay, nice and warm welcome from the North Korean army. This AAA or the artillery might be quite devastating. You are not changing your altitude, your direction. It's really like going to shoot you very easily down.
Altitude.
Okay, let's turn right to the steer point number 5, and let's tell them to wait a moment, I skipped that. Weapons free, number 4. Okay, I've selected the Durandals for now.
4. Lobo 7-4. Commencing attack.
I'd like to drop my 6 Durandals, 3 Durandals on the right runway, 3 Durandals on the left runway. My god, this AAA is really like annoying.
Slow 3-1. Checking in. Bombs away.
Flare.
Lobo. Bombs away.
Altitude.
Bombs away.
Altitude.
Okay.
Altitude. Altitude.
Bombs away. Bombs away.
Okay, wingmen are dropping their bombs as well. I'm going to
2. Engage defensive. Bombs away.
turn
Lobo,
back like
7-3.
so.
Direct hit. Lobo 7-4. Weapons on target.
I'm too high for now. As you can see that the airfield is down below. Okay.
2. In position.
So let's drop these remaining 3 Durandals onto this left runway now.
Bombs away. Bombs away.
Lobo 7-2. Sam launch.
Bombs away.
Okay, I will go for this
Altitude.
manpad probably. I'm gonna use my Mark 84 against it. So let's switch to these bombs. The visibility is very poor. So let's climb again.
4. Engaged defensive.
Oh my god, this AAA is really like... They are doing their job like, taking their job like really seriously. Okay, and the AAA, not the AAA, the manpad was somewhere next to that building, so let's try to kill him. Okay, let's fly a little bit faster, I'm a little bit worried. There he is.
4. Bombs away.
Lobo 7-2. Sam launch. Launching.
Okay, hopefully he was killed. And I'm going to drop this last remaining bomb onto the radar, just to blind this airfield.
Amber 1-1. Cowabunga.
Kawabonga, okay. hopefully the manpad is killed. I will check that in the debriefing screen. It should be the SA7 or SA14, depends.
Bombs away.
Okay, no fire coming from that direction. Radar has been destroyed. Manpad has been destroyed as well, so let's switch to this Cat 1 and let's fly away. Let me check whether they are carrying some weapons, so say weapons.
Lobo 7, Lobo 7-1. Weapons check. Lobo 7-2. 4 bombs. 4 radar. Fuel state 5,000. Lobo 7-3. 6 bombs. 4 radar. Fuel state 5,000. Lobo 7-4. 6 bombs. 4 radar. Fuel state 5,000. Chalice 3. Lobo
Okay, so they are
7-1.
still carrying quite a high amount of the bombs, but they won't be attacking anymore just because the runways are destroyed already. So let's fly home. I'm a little bit worried about the climbing, but I need to climb over this AAA just to save some fuel. If I'll be flying low, I might have like problems to reach my home plate.
Lobo 7-4, take lead. 4, taking lead.
Okay, seems like number 3 has been hit. Okay, let's climb into the clouds. This artillery is guided by or aimed by the radars, so no matter whether you are hiding in some clouds or not, they are able to see you and to shoot you like very easily down. So the clouds doesn't save you. It's not the Second World War, it's the modern era. So you have to be really careful with the clouds. Let's climb a little bit more.
Chalice 3, Lobo 7-1. Request vector to threat. Lobo 7, Chalice 3. Things are quiet right now.
Okay, no threats around me. Let's activate the time booster. Let's try to be as quick as possible.
2 in position. Smoke 3, go spread. 2 in position. Cobra 6-1 in. Raven 1-1 in. Devil 4-1 in. Smoke 4-1. Let's rock.
Let's rock.
Hornet 9-1 in.
Satan 1-1 in.
Okay, I'm still okay with the fuel.
Sentry 3, be advised, hostile launch activity detected.
Already.
060, 100 miles.
Probably over the South Korea.
The Shatterer of Worlds.
Okay, 70 miles to the home base.
6-1 in. Muff 3-1 in. Stud, we are RTV.
Let's switch on the lights
Servant, let's go home.
and let's go for the landing already. Inbound for
Lobo
landing.
7-1, inbound for landing.
I need to quite drastically reduce the altitude, so let's
Lobo,
fly like so.
meet approach. Good morning, continue inbound.
Altitude, altitude.
Lobo, 7-1, orbit the spacing. Lobo, 7-1, descend to 2000. Maintain 390 knots. Turn left heading 125. Vectors to final. Runway 20 right.
Okay, 125. The visibility is very poor. This will be very interesting landing. I have to pay attention to my heading and to my altitude as well. So you can see it's raining here, but it wasn't raining in the...
Climb to 2000. Maintain 380 knots. Vectors to final. Runway 20 right.
It wasn't raining in the North Korea part, it was raining just here in the South Korea. Okay, let's fly in, let's say, at least 1000 feet above the ground, according to this radar altimeter. Just because there might be a hill and I won't be able to see it. I don't think that the night vision will help me out in this situation. Probably I will look the snow. Okay, it's much easier, but let's fly like so.
Lobo, 7-1, turn right, final approach course 200, check approach speed.
I'm not sure about the runway, whether it is like I'm going for the left or right runway. Okay. Align with the runway. Let's reduce the speed just to extend my or lower my landing gear. Should climb a little bit more. Okay, gear is down.
Good morning, Lobo, 7-1, Aeyes Tower, clear for landing. Runway 20 right, check gear down.
Okay, 20 right, so it's the same runway I was taking off. Now I'm returning to it, so it's the longest one. Okay, the weather is really terrible. So do the visibility. I'm a little bit worried about the fence. There are always some fences around these airfields, so I'm flying. That's why I'm flying that high, just to avoid collision with this fence. Okay, touchdown.
Lobo, 7-2, inbound for landing.
Lobo, 7-3, inbound for landing. Lobo, 7-4, inbound for landing. Lobo, 7, you're outside my airspace, contact me 30 miles out. Lobo, 7, you're outside my airspace, contact me 30 miles out. Lobo, 7, you're outside my airspace, contact me 30 miles.
Okay, so I've landed. This was probably a successful mission, but let's see how it goes. So let's see the debriefing screen. And let's see the mission result. So mission was success. My rating was excellent. I was able to destroy like 7 air-to-ground kills. My Mark 84 killed like 3 of the SA-7, so there were like 3 soldiers carrying the SA-7s together with the ammo dump. And the second one hit definitely the radar and was destroyed, so that's really nice. The ammo dump was just damaged. When talking about the Durandals, basically all of them hit the runway, some of them just damaged it, some of them destroyed it. Just because if the segment is already destroyed, it will tell you the damaged, so that's it. Okay, so he was bombing the runway with the Mark 84s, and he was also hitting the lights next to the runway. Hit runway. So they started to bomb the runway with the 84s, which is very unfortunate. Okay, so let's save it, guys, and that's it for today. Hopefully this campaign will be okay. Some Russian Su-27 was shot down, so some of the Russians are still active in this area. They must be taking off from this Nakhotka airbase. Definitely. Nakhotka, you can see it's already operational, but I don't want to fly there. I do remember there was a quite difficult SA-10 to beat, so I'm not going to push my luck too much. You can always shoot down the Su-27 over in this area rather than flying there and destroying the SA-10, which was quite difficult. So guys, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. As always, have fun, take care, and bye.